Yeah, guys, we have a short stream with some technical issues. Okay, we are testing. We are testing. This is actually a test stream, but because this is a test stream, we're gonna talk about Shiva a little bit. So, Shiva is a Hindu god of destruction, a Hindu lord of the trident. He is the spirit coming to me a lot, especially in his special yogic form, like a yellow, powerful energy. And thank you guys. We have 7 viewers now. Okay, so there is 7 of you motherfuckers. I ask you to like just tell me what you want to talk about. I gonna talk about Shiva for a while. Hi, bad cat. John S. I think about him all day. Me too. He's a fucking broken spirit to think about. Okay, guys, there is 7 of you. Smash the like button. There is 10 of you. Smash the like button and type about what I wanna talk. This is like unique stream for you guys. Just like ask questions, make chat go viral. Yeah. So yeah, and super chat is finally working. Super chat is finally working. So if you want me to like answer and some question is detailed, just donate super chat. Hi main, hi Fanati, and just like demolish the chat with likes. It looks like this is working, guys. This is finally working. We set everything up. Already 11 viewers. We are making goddamn history, guys. This is dope. This is broken. This is fucking good. Okay, yeah. Okay, question. What is a trident for and how can you use it as a left-hand path practitioner? Okay, as a left-hand path practitioner, the trident of Shiva has a deep spiritual significance. The trident of Shiva represents his power and his will and his might, and it represents the 3 stages of destruction, but it also represents Shiva as the last. Idani, I know you are in the chat. I had to decline because there are like 9 viewers. So, yeah. Okay. So, guys, if you have any questions, like just donate a little super chat. We finally have super chats here. So, the thing is, what are like your, yeah. Okay. Okay. So, the thing is, guys, like, what I wanted to say is, let us talk about. Okay, just okay. This stream is actually, for you guys. So you can ask any question, anything. No need to donate anything. Donate only if you wanna. Like, just ask questions. And we're gonna talk about my beginning of works with Shiva. So, Shiva, as a lord of destruction, was the spirit who approached me. I was like, when it was, I think it was 2018, guys. I was approached by Shiva in 2018. Today it's 2023, so it was a hell of a lot of time ago. And I was interested in yoga. I was interested in yogic path. By the way, today I simply figured out how to, I filmed the chakra video today, so it kind of all lines together. It all lines as one big kind of coincidence that today, the day when I film video about chakras, a really elaborate chakra guide for beginners, that I am essentially talking about Shiva. So since this is a Shiva stream, there will be no channeling, there will be no donations required. For any questions, just reply, just ask questions, just be there. And I will, in the meantime, just discuss chakras and how to open them. So let's discuss like my personal take on chakras. So the chakras are essentially energy centers in your system, and there is 7 celestial energy centers. Root chakra, which is below the genitals, sacral chakra, which is above the genitals, solar plexus chakra, which is at the middle of the body, where the stomach is, the heart chakra, which is at the heart, the throat chakra, which is at the throat, and third eye chakra, which is in the middle of the eyebrows, and then the crown chakra, which is at the top of the head. Each of them responds to a particular syllable. So each of them also corresponds to the energy of the universe, and it also corresponds to the deities. So different people put different deities at different chakras. I usually put Shiva at the third eye, and I put the most transcendental forms of Shiva at the crown. So Shiva fundamentally, he is everything. He is ultimate reality. He is the supreme being according to Shaivite thought, and Shiva is the source. So the little yogic statue, the yogic representation of him is actually just one form of Shiva. Shiva in reality is everything. So if you have some essentially questions, just type them here in the chat. Good morning, David Warwick Anderson. And I will again return to the question of multi-digital coder because that's the only question we have here. So we're gonna talk about Trident of Shiva, like the famous trident with two snakes. I work with the crystals for my seven chakras. Are these colors associated with the lower chakras or correspondences? Okay, so this is a really interesting question, Theodore Freeman. The lower chakras, from my experience, are just like darker, polluted versions of the higher chakras. So essentially, they correspond to the same colors, they are just darker. So each chakra is like a reverse darker version. Each lower chakra is like a darker version of an upper chakra. So Atala chakra, which is at the hips, is like a darker version of root. Okay, let me remember. Atavam Vityam Sutam Talaryam Mahatam Rasatam Patalajam. Okay, so the first lower chakra, which is at the hips, is dark version of root chakra. The second lower chakra, which is at the front part of the legs, is the reversed version of solar plexus. The third lower chakra, which is at the knees, is dark reflection of solar plexus. The fourth chakra, which is at the back of the legs, like just below the knees, is the reverse version of the heart. The fifth chakra, which is at ankles, the fifth lower chakra, is a dark version of throat. The sixth lower chakra, which is just below the knees, is the darker version of the third eye. And the last dark chakra is in the ground. It's called the heart of the earth, and it's technically corresponding to the black color, and it's a darker version of the crown. So those are all of the dark versions of chakras. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to talk about lighter chakras. So those are seven Biju syllables for working with light chakras. Lam for the root. The root chakra is below the genitals. Vam for the sacral plexus. It is above the genitals. Ram for the solar plexus. It is on the middle of the stomach. Yam for the heart chakra. It is obviously on the heart. For the throat chakra. It is at the throat. Om for the third eye, and then Aum for the crown chakra. So those are seven chakras stimulated by seven syllables. You repeat them over and over again and cycle them one after the others to stimulate your energy centers, and over time have like a deep spiritual experience. So, okay, let me answer your other questions. I am feeling you positive energy as you and your spirits want it. Thank you for feeding me energy. I appreciate you. Okay. Is there any connection between Lucifer and Shiva? So, this is a really dense, a really powerful way of working with Lucifer and Shiva. I consider them to be a separate entities. However, they are a manifestation of the same force. Think about it, Fang, as two pieces of water being in a separate pots with the separate ingredients mixed for thousands of years. So they are fundamentally the same water, but if you really want to be honest about it, they over time turn into different drinks. So they are originally the same thing, which kind of split along into those different cultures and took a different flavor. And it is really something which is unique to them as two different entities. However, at the core, they are fundamentally the same being. So I hope, Fang, that this answer uh, satisfied your curiosity, Fang. Bad cat, keep freezing. I hope it's good now. And I hope that it's not freezing anymore. We solved the technical difficulties. And I just want for all of the new. I think it is the best explanation I have heard about Lucifer and Shiva. Thank you, Yona S. Thank you for being there and supporting the channel. What can Shiva advise me on how to move further on my path? I think I reached the hard bottom. So, okay. Thank you for a really generous donation. I really appreciate it. And thank you all guys for supporting the channel. Now, I will try to go into the energy. I will try to receive something which is corresponding to the answer of your question. It will take me a little bit more time because I didn't prepare myself. This is a surprise stream, but I will still go into it. Okay, what I am getting, Vladi, Didun, Nagel, is that you have to work on your sacral center, you have to work on your third eye, and you have to work on the core of the earth. So those three energy centers. Now I will try to explain to the best of my ability why each one. Okay. So why the sacral center? So the sacral center is the place where your sexual energy is located. It's like a reservoir of things. Now, what is not really known is that sacral energy center is also potential energy. It doesn't necessarily has to be expressed. You don't necessarily have to physically express your sexuality. It's a place where your potential creative energy is mostly seated. So working with that potential energy, which we usually call sexual energy, but it's not exactly accurate because that energy is a potential energy of our soul, our inner feminine being. And so when you work with the sacral chakra, you essentially work with that in a really pure form. You tap into that inner creative potential of yours. That's why working with sacral chakra is so important. And there is a really big misconception about sacral chakra is that energy, okay, that energy in the sacral chakra, which is usually misinterpreted as exclusively sexual, is also extremely spiritualized. What do I mean by term spiritualized is I mean that that energy is really not seen as a physical energy. People more see it like some quasi-spiritual concept. The reality is that once you learn to open up your sacral chakra and once you learn to work with that, what really happens is you become much more energized in a physical way. You have much more energy, so that's the reason you have to work with the sacral chakra. So the reason why it is said that you have to work with the third eye, so it's because the third eye corresponds to direct experiential perception of the spiritual world. So by working with the third eye, you will essentially see spirits, which is extremely important for you as a spiritual practitioner and the seeker. And the third chakra, which is the one you should work on, is the core of the earth. So how to work with the core of the earth? A lot of people don't know. Okay, simply focus on the area below your feet, so the ground below your feet, and you focus on spinning the black wheel below your feet and vibrating more, more, more over and over again, and you will feel large amounts of dark energy entering your body. So this is essentially, I needed to like elaborate on those three centers a lot because there is not a lot of information available. I kind of went into detail and showed with you a technique because there is not a lot of information available on this really. Okay, So if more of you guys have like a question, you can ask the question. And tell me, Vladi Didun Nagal, what you really think about it. Do you really need more clarification or something? I will. I just need to put my phone on the charger because the last time live stream dropped the entire stream. So give me, guys, like 1 minute to put my phone on the charger, and I will just be back in 2 minutes, okay? And I am free to answer other questions of you guys. Uh, just ask questions. Okay, just let me. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. 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 I finally plugged it in. Sorry guys for a delay. Let me answer more questions. Berkeley Physics Institute says, imagine Earth energy from the center of Earth entering your base chakra, mixing with the white gold light, the back of spine, mixing with Earth energy up spine, out head. I wasn't aware of the last one, thank you. Since I work intensely with Arachne and Belial, it makes perfect sense. Actually, Vladi Dagun Nagal, Arachne and Belial really strongly correlate with those lower energy centers. Belial is actually the one who can give extremely detailed knowledge about them. Uh, which aspect of Shiva is the most appropriate to begin work with? Honestly, it depends. It depends. Knowing your background, Jonas, for you, the best aspect is definitely the positive aspect of Shiva, the sattvic aspect. 90% of life force energy from the top of the head, 10% earth energy. We don't run pure earth grounding energy in this system. It's too dense, it can damage chakras. It depends how you are working with it. I didn't find a long video where you said that if you do something in the Shiva meditation, you can feel a snake around your neck, something like that. Do we need to be psychic to feel that? Um, Honestly, to have any form of spiritual experience, you need to have astral senses developed. Fanatic Comdo 13. I think any form of spiritual experience requires the training in those alternative states of mind if you really want to be a professional. That's my take on it. You are free to disagree. Okay, guys. So I would like you to kind of um, ask more questions in the chat. I would really appreciate it because like it keeps live stream alive. And I already explained a lot about those decent energy centers, those chakras. So I would like to go on to some. Okay, ask me all of you guys questions about chakras. I am willing to answer them because this is a live stream about them. He, can you give me a random advice? Random advice is do purgings of yourself and your home, cleansings at least 3 times a week. That's something I would recommend to absolutely everyone, especially if you are a spiritual person, a spiritual motherfucker. It will greatly help you and benefit you, okay? I give you a random advice, and you're like free to ask as many questions about chakras as you want. We have 14 viewers here. If you all guys smash the like button,
whoever is the 14th liker will get a free channel message. Should I take being drawn to Kala Bhairav as a sign? Yes. Do you see? Yes, when you're drawn to deity, definitely take it as a sign. Uh, take it seriously. Do you see energy going into chakras as moving clockwise and energy leaving the chakras as moving counterclockwise? It kind of depends on what you want to do. I see energy moving in all kinds of directions, and it's really depends on how you want to move the energy. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. I really love you. I really appreciate you. Let's demolish more with all of those questions. And tomorrow we'll have a chakra video on chakras, which will be like a chakra tutorial. So this is like a good way to introduce people to the work. So cool, cool. So okay, I'm willing to answer more of your questions. Ask questions in the chat. So what we could talk about for the stream? What does Kundalini energy rotate when going up the spine? Which way? It rotates in all directions at once. It's like undescribable. It's like asking how the light rotates through space. It's really not a really physical thing you can say it rotates this way or this way. It's like a transcendental rotation in all directions at the same time. And Kundalini, it's not kind of clear, is Kundalini a metaphor or is it like a real energy? I honestly think it's a real energy. Uh, and the thing is, it's like your dormant power being on a certain level. That's how I see Kundalini. Can you talk more about aligning yourself with lightning energy for the next months? Thank you. That you channeled from a lot a few days ago. Okay, we can discuss that, guys. We can discuss that. So what it essentially does is it make your aura like impregnable fortress which no parasite can easily affect. It gives you a form of spiritual immune system, which essentially makes you less likely to be cursed, hexed, or wicked by your own negative internal states. That's what it really does. Danny Doom asked, said, a hypnotherapist taught me a really powerful technique for opening my third eye. Yesterday I tried it and it works. Can I explain it? Yes, you can, Danny. And I'm really sorry I didn't call you on the live stream, but we kind of didn't know how this would work. So yeah, you can definitely do that. No problem. I know that some magicians don't work with chakras. Look, everyone works with chakras. They are energy centers. Some people simply approach them in a different way. But all magic works with your own energy. So everyone works with energy system in one way or the other. It's just a matter of the approach. Fanatic Comdo 13. Okay. Okay. So, Danny, if you want to explain to the audience some more of your experience, we can actually have this in our big Saturday stream for now. Okay, we are closing the stream in like 5 minutes, so ask your last questions if you have them, and then I have to go because I'm like really, really exhausted. So guys, ask your last question in the chat, and thank you for all of the generous donations here. Jesus Christ, 3 years, fiery Kundalini serpent rising 33 verbata of the human spine. Okay, that's one interpretation with which I don't necessarily agree. I think Jesus Christ is like I think there are two different Jesuses actually. I think then there is a Christ as a son, and then there is a Christ as a rabbi. Christ as a son is the aspect of the source. Christ as a rabbi is the human being, and then over time those two things got convoluted into one. That's my opinion. on Jesus Christ. I think there are two Jesuses actually, which is kind of my controversial take on the things, but whatever. Okay, some more questions for you guys. Do you want like, can you see what I need to work on for my goals and how to achieve Alexis 222? So, okay, I went into a semi-deep trance on your behalf, Alexis 222. And what I am saying is that you really need to call whatever spirits you're working with. I know you are working with Lilith, but whatever you are working with, you need to call those spirits to devour all of the impure energy from you and purify your energy system. And you need to do it like 4 nights in a row, and you really need to do it intensely, and don't be afraid. You need this purification to take place because you didn't purify yourself truly in extremely intense way in a really long time, and that purification will really help you, Alexis. And you need to offer that impure energy as a sacrifice to the spirit who is devouring that. I hope this is enough. If you want more clarification, I will do that. I will do that, no problem. Because like you are kind of there for me for a really long time, and without people like you, this channel would never be where it is. I really appreciate all of you people here. This channel is for you. This channel is about you. I really love you all, and thank you. Thank you. Okay, Danny Doom talks about the technique she was taught. You breathe deep breaths and exhale, pushing the air harder than normal breathing. You do that for at least 5 minutes, then you exhale all of the air out of your lungs completely. Yeah, that's a pretty similar to Wim Hof method I use, and it's really powerful technique. It really energizes the body and it gives you more prana, it gives you more life force. While doing this, you tense every single muscle in your body while focusing all your energy building up and spinning so fast as possible in your third eye, then inhale. Then you hold the breath outside of your empty lungs for 10 seconds. Yeah, that's a really powerful yogic technique. I used it before. So yeah, thank you guys for support on this stream, and thank you for watching. And what? I didn't skip anything. I read everything. I read everything. Yeah. So cool, cool. And thank you guys all for the support. We will have big stream, really, really big stream at Saturday. And we will actually channel Lilith for all of you guys, and it will be a really large, huge channeling. And thank you all of the guys for support. Talk to you soon. See you later.